crazy, AG.
Alright, my name is Lawrence Spray, also known as LRW3, and this is the Rose Garden. Today I have a very talented writer with me. If you would go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Jazmin Yellock. I also go by Summer, so some of you may know me as well.
Okay, so before we even get started about your talented writing skills, just let people know about you as a person, get some background information.
I am 26 years old. I have 2 amazing children. And I am about to graduate pretty soon from Dalhousie State University. So.
Congratulations on that. Now, you're a talented writer, of course, as I already stated, but you don't go by your real name. And I notice a lot of writers don't do that. They have like the pen names. Why do writers do that?
You know, some writers, they might be a little nasty, you know, and they don't want to put, you know, their personal lives and mix it with, you know, the writer side, you know, so they just get a pen name and just kind of separate the two.
Okay, so how did you choose your pen name?
Actually, Summer, that name was given to me in high school on a field trip, and it kind of just stuck with me. I took it to college, and then when I got into poetry and writing, and I just wanted to kind of separate myself, as I just explained, I was like, I could just use Summer, because people already have associated me with that.
Okay, that makes sense. So when did you begin writing?
I've probably been writing since about 5th, 6th grade.
Okay, what was your motivation when you began?
I don't really know. The first book I ever wrote was in like 8th grade, and so I think I was caught up in like TV and movies, and I was thinking like I can write like my own movie, or I can, you know, do my own TV show. So I wrote my first like fictional book in 8th grade, and my mom printed it out for me at the store and everything, and I just kept it, and that was my motivation to continue to keep writing as I got older.
Makes sense. So was that, so was that the first topic or the first like major story or poem that you did? Was the way your mom printed out? Did you have something before then that you remember?
No, that was the first one that I can remember, was the book in 8th grade.
And what was that about?
It was about this girl, and she had like 2 kids. That she was from, you know, the ghetto, and it had a lot going on. Honestly, I cannot remember detail by detail. I just know all of us in 8th grade were reading this book as if it was, you know, some type of show or something. We were all hooked on it. Everybody's asking me questions that I really couldn't answer, because I'm like, I'm really just writing this as I go. And yeah, but that's about all I can remember about that book, because it was so long ago.
Okay, now looking back from your beginning work to what you do now, how would you compare those works?
I think that book was more fictional. The genre that I'm writing now is more of like a self-help kind of book. I'm being very transparent. I know some people may try to call it like a tell-all or something like that, because I am talking about myself and my personal experiences, my personal lessons when it comes to relationships. So I think I've definitely done a genre change. I'm leaning more towards self-help. I kind of like doing that.
Okay, I guess that kind of answers my next question. What is your writing style? I guess you just said it, those kind of like self-help. Would you consider that to be your writing style?
Yes, I'm very, very transparent, and I like to I don't like to just say girls, because my books, men can read it as well if they just want to get inside the mind of a woman and see how we feel, how we think, how we're moving.
Oh, so you're doing a Steve Harvey thing like a man?
Pretty much, you know, but also giving just my experiences as well, so girls can understand like you're not the only one who's been through this, or, you know, who's felt stupid or anything like that. Like, we've all had these moments. I'm just big enough to admit it and tell you what I did to move forward.
Alright, I like that. So is that the only genre you're going to be doing, or do you have plans to do other genres as well still?
I do plan to get back into fictional, but I think what I've decided is that I'm going to continue to do short stories for the fictional side on my Facebook page, Just One More Jazz. that was contributed to short stories.
You still post on that?
I don't, but I was gonna crank it back up, you know what I'm saying, so I can get some of my fictional stories on there.
Okay, makes sense. So who is your target audience when you write this stuff?
Of course, women, females. I really like to say millennials because, like I said, it's for men and women, but I know that more women is probably gonna read it.
Makes sense. Now, you are a publicated author.
I am.
Am I correct in that?
Yeah.
First off, congratulations on that, of course.
Thank you.
Now, talk about, I know you said you got another book on the way. Let's talk about the first book.
Okay.
What was the name of the title of the first book?
I forgot to speak my piece.
All right. And what really went into your mindset when you was creating that?
I had, just come out of a relationship, and I realized that there were so many different things that transpired during our relationship that I hadn't really got to, get off my chest. So I was like, what? I can just call this I forgot to speak my piece, because in the midst of everything that was going on and all the, crying and heartbreak and everything, I didn't really get to say what I wanted to say. So I felt like, hey, I'm gonna write this book and I'm gonna teach girls, and I'm also gonna say what I need to say, and we're gonna win.
I like that. What year that came out?
2017.
2017. What was the reception on that when people read it?
They were feeling it. I had a lot of people sending me poems, and some of them were like, I don't even read poetry, but this poem, like, I felt that. I had people reaching out for relationship advice, and I was like, okay, like, I like this. So
Okay, doing your thing. So again, I know you touched on your next project coming up. Does it have a title already that you want to share?
Yes, it's gonna be called I Forgot to Speak My Piece Again. Subtitled.
Love that title.
I just love it. I gotta get it in one more time. Toxic Don't Live Here No More is the subtitle.
Okay, I like that. So is that, you kind of already explained it, you still just going through like past relationships and getting past it?
Yeah.
Okay, have you decided where it's going to be at as far as when it releases, where they can pick it up at?
I'm definitely going to utilize Amazon this time, and I do plan to use an audio book as well. I'm going to do that as well.
Okay, I like that. Is there an expected release date yet? Or?
September.
Okay. You planning on your birthday or something?
Yeah, around that time.
Okay, I got you. Other than that book that you're working on, is there other things planned already that you're aware of, as far as, I know you do poems, any poems coming out, anything like that other than the book, or we all just focus on that book?
I will have poems implemented inside of the book. I do have some poems that are ready. So I can definitely do that.
Okay, now let me ask you this, as an experienced author at this point, what's something you wish you would have known when you started that you know now?
It's a lot of parts that come to getting a book published, and I know a lot of people think you just write this book and then someone prints it out and then it's just like that's it. But all of those little one-pagers that are at the beginning of the book, they're very important, and I wish that I would have taking the time to know about acknowledgments and making sure that you put your editing information and things like that. And it's just being more knowledgeable on the foundation of a book is more than just writing.
That makes sense. So would you consider that's something you wish you would have known? What's some advice you would give a new author trying to get to where you're at?
I would definitely advise to get a dedicated editor, publisher, and also publicist if you're going to if you want to branch off with the books, and just make sure that your name gets big and that you blow it. I definitely would get more exposure.
Okay, I like that. So again, we already said multiple times you're a talented author. Are you aware of any other talented writers or things like that in the area?
I know Gary Sanford. Me and him, we both did some poems at an event at Legacy Boutique.
Okay, shout out to him, of course. So we're gonna come back because you owe me a poem before we close this out. We're gonna talk about not only do you write, of course, you're a business owner, a little entrepreneur as well. You do the balloon, is it balloon designs?
Event decorating.
You do it all. Excuse me, not just balloons. You do it
Yeah,
all.
not just the balloons.
One of the most sought after event coordinators around here. How'd you even get into that?
I really like doing things with my hands and watching videos, and I know if I see it, I can pretty much do it. So, and I also really like events. I love parties, I love celebrations, and I'm like, I actually like putting these things together, and I like doing it. So I kind of just dive head first into it. It probably originated from me just planning things. I'm always the go-to planner, and then it just spiraled into I'm gonna plan it and I'm gonna do it. And
you're killing it since basically. So how long have you been doing it now?
It's probably approaching a year by now.
Okay, and what all does your business entail? Like, do you do any type of events, or do you like specialize in one type of event, like birthdays? Or?
Oh no, we're gonna do it all. Divorce parties, birthdays.
You done a divorce party yet?
I haven't, but if you need one, hit me up.
So how far are you willing, if somebody wants to book you, how far are you willing to travel if somebody wants to book you?
I would travel anywhere, but of course there will be a traveling fee, and it will depend on how far they are. I start at $50 just in the state of Georgia.
Okay, so if somebody wanted to book you, how do they get as far? First off, are you accepting bookings right now? And if they want to book you, how do they book you?
I currently am not accepting bookings. I will begin accepting them again in March 2027. And they can contact me through Color Me Jazz Events and more on Facebook.
All right. So we're gonna jump right into this poem that you owe me at this point.
Okay.
We've been talking about how talented you are with the words. It's only right that you let us hear something real quick.
Of course. Give you guys a little teaser.
So what's the name of this poem that you're about to read?
This poem is titled Undeserving.
Any backstory to Undisturbing that you want to explain, or will we all just stand it? I can get a poem.
I'm pretty sure my girls, city girls, we're gonna be up one after this poem, so I think they gonna get it.
Alright, well don't let me stop you. Whenever you're ready, we're definitely ready to hear it.
Alright, so I have wasted so much time on niggas that's my type. Meanwhile, I don't even know how I developed the type. My daddy issues didn't consist of having an absent father. It consisted of me feeling my daddy should have tried harder. I wanted him to understand me and know who I am. I wanted him to be present for every event and stand. I wanted him to get that I'm extra and that's never gonna change. My hair color won't be the same, and alto or second soprano is the range. My daddy bought me my first diamond ring, and now the rings that I get aren't even gold. I'm starting to think that the man of my dreams doesn't exist, all the good ones sold. I'm starting to think I'm just a little too perfect. Yeah, that I really am just a little too worth it. And when I come across these niggas, they don't know how to work it. They don't know what to feed me. They don't know that as soon as you try to go, you'll need me. Whether it be my positivity or my stride, it can be my prayers, it can be my tries. It can be the peace that transcends when I speak. It can be the genuineness in my heart. Yeah, I know it make you weak. Yeah, I know I'm a small girl with big dreams. I take you in like family and I do big things. Now you wondering why you ever dealt with lames, and after we call it a wrap, things will never be the same. Because I'll always have your heart. I'll always have a spot. I'll be the one you should have gave it all you got. And we won't be on bad terms. I'll be your live and your learn. Because I can be weird to you and have you crying in front of my mama house. Or I can have your soul and have you thinking about a spouse. I can have you thinking, looking into my eyes, believing in love again. Or I can have you sick, snotty nose, telling your friends never again. The cards are always in your hand. They will never curve me. You gotta understand. The hopeless romantic in me knows you'll hurt me. And the player in me is here for the moment because I already know you're undeserving.
Okay. Oh, do we do the little snap? Okay. I like that. So, is that gonna be a part of the book?
Oh yeah, it's definitely in the book.
Okay, all right, I like that. I most definitely do. So at this point, I got an open floor. You kind of limited me in what I could add, just to be clear. So I've asked the questions I was clear to ask.
Okay.
Anything else that you want to touch on? The floor is yours. Any announcements, any shout outs, anything you just want to say while I still have you on the camera?
As far as booking events for the core, just keep in mind that I can coordinate, I can host, and I can decorate. So if you already have a decorator but you just need someone to plan, I can do that as well. So don't just stop at decorating when it comes to that, and just keep your eyes open. September 2022 for I Forgot to Speak My Piece again. Toxic Women.
That's what's up. Talented writer, we already acknowledged. Talented coordinator, do it all, one stop shop. So we just sat here. This was the Rose Garden. You know, we sat here. Make sure you know you appreciate it. Make sure you know how talented you are. You know how the Rose Garden works. So you know every episode ends with you acknowledging somebody else. You ain't got to know them personally. You can see them working and passing. Just acknowledge that you see what they're doing. And of course, as we sat here and gave you your flowers, we need you to end this giving somebody else their flowers.
Okay, well, I would love to give my best friend, Jakira Gary, her flowers. I'm so proud of her with her We Work by Kira company, and for her to just, keep going and keep making these machine stitched wig units for women to, feel better about themselves.
Is that what's doing your hair right now?
Actually, no, but she did lay it down for me though.
Okay,
Because she knows how to lay it down and make them.
Shout out her. They got a power couple going on because her husband he received the flowers on another episode.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
shout out both of them apparently, man. I need to get one
Shout
of
out
them.
to the Garys.
Apparently just killing it out here. Everybody getting their flowers now.
Yes.
Both of them excellent people, so it's only right they get their flowers.
Of course.
Other than that, man, you sure you got nothing else to say before we wrap this thing up?
I'm good.
All right, man. You're good. My name is Lawrence Ray, and this was the Rose Garden.